So quick khatira inshallah. Very beautiful hadith from Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The hadith is in Bukhari and it's narrated by Abdullah ibn Umar radiyallahu anhuma. He said, كنا جلوس مع رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم فقال إن مثل المؤمن كشجرة خضراء لا يسقط ورقها. The example of the believer is like a green tree that its leaves do not fall. فحدثوني ما هي. So Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam is asking, so tell me, what do you think it is? فوقع الناس في شجر البوادي. So Abdullah ibn Umar, he said, so all the people, they start mentioning the trees of the desert. ووقع في نفسه إنها النخلة. And I felt in my heart, it is the palm tree. فاستحييت. I was very shy to speak. I'm in the presence of the likes of Abu Bakr and Umar and Uthman and Ali. Who am I? He was maybe 9, 10 years old. He was very young. فقالوا يا رسول الله ما هي? What is it يا رسول الله? He said إنها النخلة. It is the palm tree. So فقلت لأبي, then as we were leaving, I told my father Umar, I knew it was the palm tree, but I was so shy to say it. والله لو أنك قلتها لكان خيرا لي من such and such. If you just said it, it would have made me so happy. It would have been better for me than anything. And another narration, better for me than red camels. Subhanallah. So let's take this hadith and learn a few lessons inshallah. Number one, look at the style of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in teaching. For any educator here, even any businessman, anything, subhanallah, you have any meeting and you want to make it interesting, post a question and wait for the people to answer. Sit down with your children and ask them a question, because you want at the end of the meeting for them to leave, or any of your crowd, your audience, to leave with information, with some benefit. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has many styles. Sometimes he mentions a story, sometimes he gives an example. Subhanallah, different methods in order to get the information to the audience. So here he used the method of a question. Do you know what tree it is? Subhanallah. Number one. Number two, how is the tree similar to the believer? First, the palm tree is deeply rooted in the ground. And similarly, the true believer, his aqeedah is so strong, his iman is deeply rooted. When any trials, any tribulation, anything he goes through, anything in the community, he's still firm. That's how the palm tree is. Hurricane, wind, firm. Similarly is the mu'min, very firm on his deen. He does not take the deen by emotions. The deen is not by emotion. There is a kitab and sunnah, an authentic hadith that we go by, and this is how we run our life, not by what the majority say, what makes it right. No, we have a kitab. Even if the whole earth go against it, we are still firm on our deen. Even if everybody likes homosexuality, we are still against it. We will never believe in it. We will never believe in it. We will always oppose it. Everybody's saying drugs are okay now, being sold. No, we are still against it. Our deen is by Allah Azza wa Jalla, and it's the only deen. Al-yawma akmaltu lakum deenakum. Today I have perfected your deen. Allah chose this deen for His ummah. And this is the only way to survive, ya akhwan, by being firm on our deen. The only way to make it is by being firm on this deen. Just like that palm tree in the face of wind and hurricanes and storms. And second, the palm tree is beneficial. When it's alive, and when it's dead. Always there's benefit in it. Similarly is the believer. The palm tree benefits us with the fruits, with the dates. It benefits us with the shade. And even when the palm tree dies, they use their branches, the leaves, the wood, for many other reasons. Similarly, the believer. Rasulullah ﷺ told us, the best, Ya Rasulullah, who is the best of mankind? He said, the one who brings most benefit to mankind, to all mankind. So the believer is, wherever he goes, is full of barakah. Anywhere he goes, he brings benefit. Even after he died, Rasulullah ﷺ told us that there is a way that you could make a sadaqah jariyah after you die by investing in building a school, a hospital, dig a well, leave a book, any kind of, leave a child that will take this deen forward, convey the message of Islam. So the believer is always beneficial. Third, the palm tree is beautiful. As a matter of fact, every time they want to promote a vacation, they show you palm trees, right? If you want to go and make your backyard looks very fancy, you put palm trees, very expensive. Similarly, the believer, he must always look good, look presentable. Huh? And the palm tree gives beautiful fruit, sweet, delicious dates. Similarly, the believer, all his speech should be gentle and kind. Al-kalima at-tayyiba sadaqa. A good word is a form of charity. Give charity to your wife. Give charity, my sister, to your husband. Give charity to your children. Give the charity to your parents. Speak to them kindly. You see your brothers, spread the salam. Overlook their mistakes. This is how the believer, everything that comes out from him is sweet, just like the palm tree. So, my brothers and sisters, look at the example of Rasulullah ﷺ that he gave us. And finally, look at the action or the reaction of Umar radiallahu anh when his son told him, I knew the answer. He was so proud of him, even though he did not say it. Be proud of your children. Praise them. Praise the children. There are few steps or few things that I want to run by you quickly when it comes to our children. Number one, the most destructive thing you can do to your child is to compare him to other children. Did you see your cousin? He finished the Quran in 3 years and you idiot 5 years, still in 6 juz. Even sometimes you compare to the other sibling. You see your brother, what does that do? Create hatred between the family members, between the siblings. Number one. Number two, don't ever put your child down. You're a failure. You're never going to become anything. You are this. He will become or she will become exactly what you told them. He will become a failure. If you keep putting in his mind that he's a failure, she's a failure, they will become a failure. You are his role model. And you keep telling him you're a failure. Alhamdulillah, I obey my father, I'm going to be a failure. Praise them. Give them small, responsible tasks. And when they finish them, reward them. Even something very small, like taking the trash out, washing the car, simple things. And when they finish, here's your reward. MashaAllah, I'm so proud of you. Bring them to these kind of gatherings. Bring them to the halaqas. Bring them to the fajr. Bring them to Isha. How beautiful it is. Wallahi, how beautiful it is. That your son, after we are long gone, he will bring his son with him. And he will tell his son, your grandfather used to bring me with him to Fajr, just like I'm bringing you. So let's sit down and make dua for grandpa that died years ago. Otherwise, if this child never seen the masjid, or he only comes to Eid, subhanallah, we want to leave children, ya akhwan, that will remember us after we're gone. We want to leave children that when they put their head on the ground, they will say, رَبِّ اغْفِرْ لَهُمَا وَرَحَمْهُمَا كَمَا رَبَّيَانِي صَغِيرًا. We concentrate so much, like I mentioned in my khutbah, we concentrate so much on education, which is very good, but we neglect the deen. What is my son? If my son, like I told you one time, a brother was introducing me to his son. He said, MashaAllah, just finished from MIT and this and that. And Allahu Akbar, I was so proud of the son. Alhamdulillah, now he got an apartment in Manhattan and he mentioned the rent. I said, Allahu Akbar, this is for 5-6 bedrooms. He said, no, 1 bedroom. And I'm so proud. He's on his own now. Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar. Time for Dhuhr came. Yalla ya Habibi, nsalli. Oh Allah ya Shaykh, I don't pray. He was here. What do you mean you don't pray? Traveling, yani, wala sick, wala even sick, forget about sick. No, I don't pray. So what is that child going to leave for you? How is he going to benefit you after his death? For what? How? When he's going to remember you? He doesn't pray. The pillar of the deen, he doesn't practice it. If he decide to stop education, you will go crazy. You will go crazy. But if he stop prayer, it's okay. May Allah guide him. Right? If your son in medical school, second year, and he said, Baba, you know what? I don't want to do the school anymore. What? The whole family will gather. Earthquake will take place. No. But the son does not pray. May Allah guide him. May Allah guide us all, ya akhwan. May Allah guide us to the right path. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the right understanding of this deen. May Allah keep our hearts and our aqeedah so strong. And may Allah keep us and keep our children steadfast on this deen. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make our last words, La ilaha illallah. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make our last deeds, our best deeds. Wa sallallahu ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in.